The story of the broken mirror and the superstition or the belief that it could bring 7 years of bad luck. Among the superstitions that exist, it's believed that breaking the mirror brings a 7-year curse. It's thought that the superstition came from the fact that when a mirror broke, it took 7 years of work to replace it because it was such an expensive item. According to another interpretation, along with the mirror, the soul was also broken and deformed, which needed 7 years to be reborn. But there were also special spells that ensured the dissolution of the curse, but perhaps the health hazardous mercury, which was spilled when the mirror was broken, also played a role. The glass had mercury behind it, so obviously mercury is poisonous to humans. The magic tool, in the Middle Ages, the mirror faced the worst accusation since it was considered an integral tool of the witch, through which she attracted and trapped demons. In dozens of fairy tales, the witches used it to glimpse the present, past, and future and perform their magical rituals. In the mythologies of various countries, magicians carved symbols or letters on it, seeking communication with the inverted world. The old mythologists stated that the mirror could capture the soul, which is why mirrors were covered after the death of a family member. In many places, they avoided looking at their reflection in the mirror for fear that their power would be absorbed by their reflection. In the Harry Potter stories, the magic mirror does not reflect the image, but the deepest desires of whoever looks into it. In Alice in Wonderland, it symbolizes the gateway into another world. Evidence of the magical power of the mirror can also be found in the Greek tradition. In this couplet, quote, "If the sea were glass and the glass a mirror, I would see what bed my little bird falls into," unquote. In ancient China, 2nd century BC to 2nd century AD, so-called magic mirrors drove away evil spirits and bad energy around the house, or according to others, trapped them inside the mirror. And that is why they were placed above the door or a window at the entrance of the house. According to a Mayan legend, if one looked into a mirror, one can communicate with the inhabitants of the other world, or the world of gods, meaning the underworld. They also considered the mirror a portal through which the monsters of the underworld seized the one who looked at it. And that is why they were characterized mirroring as an act of special courage, while they expressly forbade it for women. On the same continent, the Aztec priests used the mirror for divination and healing. If a child suffered from a disease of soul loss, quote unquote, the healer observed the mirror image of him. If the image was clear, the child would be healed, and if it was dark, his soul was lost. Another belief considers it dangerous to look in the mirror after midnight, especially with the lights off, because the souls of the dead or strange creatures, inorganic beings who share the planet with us, appear in it. Can you imagine? On the other hand, this is enough to make your hair stand on end, isn't it? On the other hand, it was believed that vampires did not have an image in the mirror because they were already dead and had no soul. In Greek mythology and folklore, the mirror is used by unmarried girls on certain days of the year to see into it who they and when they will get married, to whom they'll marry and when. Well, that one must be nice. I'm sure they were always looking into the mirror every day until they got married. This I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.